Hey guys, Tom Cartwright here from Cartwright Coaching. I'm so excited to deliver you this massive thinking strategy or style, whatever you want to call it. It's a tip to help you lower your alcohol intake today. One of the most profound tools I can literally give you within 3 to 4 minutes. Here's the thing. If you are focusing on solving your problem around alcohol, it's quite a low level problem to have. Now, I'm not saying it in a negative way. It's not that you're in a bad position or anything like that. When it comes to problems on a scale of 0 to 100, it's down, 30% and below. What I mean by that is if you look at solving your problem around alcohol, instead of focusing on alcohol as the problem, what if you focused on what was the problem you would be experiencing if you didn't have alcohol as an excuse on why you aren't where you want to be, or as an excuse in your life for anything for that matter. So here, this is what we want to do. We actually want to look at up-leveling our problems in life, because we're always going to have a problem. Always. We'll always have problems in life. And we are solving machines. We are amazing at solving problems for ourselves, especially when we're fucking determined. When we're determined, we have access to Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of these sources, Google, all of these sources that provide the answers on the spot for us so often. Okay? So this is the way we want to look at it. What problem would you be facing if alcohol wasn't the problem? And when you notice that you will have problems to face when you don't have alcohol as the problem, that is actually what you're avoiding. As human beings, we generally always take, like nature itself, the path of least resistance. What that means is we rather take the path that doesn't have as much resistance, pressure, anxiety, frustration, fear, any resistance whatsoever. Okay, because we like to go with the flow. We like things to be easy. Naturally speaking, generalization, we like things to be easier for ourselves. And so they should be, right? Instead of walking, we started getting on horses. Instead of horses, we rode bicycles. Instead of bicycles, we created cars. Instead of cars, we created planes. We love hacking the system. We love making things easier for ourselves. And this is a strategy in which you can make it a lot easier for yourself when it comes to lowering your alcohol intake. So think about what problem will you have if you don't go home and drink. It might be anxiety, frustration, boredom, sadness, loneliness, depression. There's a long list of many. And if you realize those are the problems that you would be facing if you weren't drinking, you can literally tell yourself, okay, I'm at this level of problem and I want to upscale, up level my problem to that. I'll tell you what I mean by that. I'll give you a good example. If someone calls me and says, Tom, I can't stop drinking. I hear this comment or statement all the time. I can't stop drinking. Well, that's a level of problem that's about here. And then we work together, and then in 2 or 3 weeks, they call me back and they say, hey Tom, I'm not drinking anymore. Haven't had a drink in 14 days. And I say, that's fantastic. They say, but I'm really, really struggling. I say, what are you struggling with? And they say, well, I'm just really bored and I feel anxious sometimes. I don't know how to relax without alcohol. I'm thinking, wow. And I usually say, congratulations. They say, what do you mean? I say, well, you've just up-leveled your fucking problem. This is a much higher quality problem to have. Are you hearing this? Are you seeing this? You've grown and developed your high level quality problem. Then we go to work on solving that problem. And then they'll call me 2 or 3 weeks, 3 weeks later and call me and say, Tom, I've got a problem. I say, oh, what's going on? You're not moving forward. And they say, no, I feel fantastic. Feel great when I get home. Don't need a drink. I say, well, then what's going on? They say, I've just got all this fucking time. I don't know what to do with all of my time and energy that I have now from not drinking. Now, look at how far they've up-leveled their problem. Having the problem of I don't know what to do with my time is an empowering and beautiful fucking problem to have. What a problem to strive for. So don't look at it as much as you just want to get rid of that problem in your life. Notice that you're always going to have problems. The more problems you face, as long as you're moving up levels, then it's fantastic. You're moving forward. It's not about skipping from here to here either. It's about doing the work that's required to get to where you want to be. I trust this tip helps. Just to recap, it's about noticing that we always have problems in life, and if you can face the problems that you would and will experience if you lower your alcohol intake, you'll face those problems and solve them, and then you'll have another problem, and then you'll have another problem, and then you'll have another problem. Quite often, one of the high level problems is, what the hell do I do with all my time and energy now I don't have alcohol in my life? I trust this helps. If you want anything more, comment below, and I'll be sure to look after you.